30 is much the same as 28, and I do 29 again, which is much the same. So kind of go through it pretty quickly. But 29 says the attendance at the Savannah Colts minor league baseball game last night was 400. There you go. A random sample of 50 of those in attendance revealed that the mean number of soft drinks consumed per person was 1.86. I gotta stop right there. Who the hell goes to a minor league baseball game and drinks soft drinks? Unless you're under the age of 18 or 21, and that's not what it says. They're talking about the population in general. 1.86 beers, maybe. Because if my wife and I went to a game, she wouldn't have any beers, and I'd probably have 4. And so, yeah, that'd be pretty close. But soft drinks, anyhow. I didn't say all these examples were realistic, but anyhow, standard deviation of 0.50, right? Develop a 99% confidence level. So again, let's get my data in there. I got Bgen of 400. That's my population. My sample size was 50. My mean, okay, is 1.86. That's given to me, and they give me my standard deviation, and they tell me I'm at a confidence level of 99%. And so I got to look up my t-value, and it's 50 minus 1, or 49. Again, mine isn't going to be, it's not going to be right. Okay, I'm 99%, so I'm probably somewhere between there, about 2 point something. Oh, 99, I'm sorry, somewhere between 2.7 and 2.66, so 2.68 or something, right? Your guys should have the full shebang there. Okay. By the way, there is a way to do it using the formula thing too. T-interval, two-tail, right? Let's just go take a look at that just so you know, if you don't want to look them up. But I think it's easier actually to look them up. But, we'll go to the T. Maybe I'll get there. T, I believe it's this one, returns the two-tailed inverse of the student's T distribution. So this is inverse, okay? So we got to be a little bit careful there, and I'll tell you what that means when we go through it. So my probability, my confidence level here is 0.99, so my probability is instead 0.01, the inverse of that, right? 1 minus that, okay? And my degrees of freedom then, I got to calculate. Remember, it's 50, so it's 49, okay? So then I can hit enter, and I get the same 2.68 that I would have looked up. So that is another way to do it if you want to do it that way. I don't have any problems with that. So then it's just the math, and again we do the math, and I've done it big N minus a little n, take the square root of that, okay. Probably my small n is 50. Again, if I were doing this myself instead of trying to put this big long equation in there, and I would do that, but I would verify it myself. I'd take the square root of 50, which is 7 point something, and I'd divide 0.5 by that and take that times my t-value, 2.68, and so I end up with this number, I'm sorry, and then I got to multiply that by that. So I end up with 1.78. So there's somewhere between 1.68 and 2. So the example that I said, like my wife and I going, and me having 4 beers and her having none, so that'd be 4. So that fits in there, right, in the population range if they were talking about beer and not soda. So there you go, 9-30.